Welcome, Melbourne Fan TV here at a different venue, a enclosed venue. We won't disclose it, but Jordy and Ryan here, just going to go through run down our top moments of this year, starting with the Melbourne-Sydney game.
That's it, mate. Well, obviously, I wasn't here for...
Which was round zero.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the first 9 rounds, as a lot of people knew that I was doing the Lambros run. So it was a very different feeling, mate, not watching Melbourne live, because the last 2 or 3 years I was going to every single game, and I knew that, yeah, Sydney was a massive test for us. But all in all, I expected that sort of result, 86 to 64. I know none of you guys went, so we won't dwell on it for too long, but we actually missed that round. We didn't actually film that round, so I was really disappointed in the lads.
Yeah, it was a bit early time slot. I think it was
I think it was a week early from the actual round one, so they pushed the season.
That's what was mainly mostly.
To think footy was in March was pretty crazy as well. But no, it was that was a good game, but doesn't really matter for that sort of sake. But then we go to the MCG, and I'm just going to let you guys kick it off because I wasn't here, so you go for it.
Yeah, well, as you always did for the first 6 or 8 weeks or what?
Yeah, it was. I missed till round 9. I was back, but there you go.
Yeah, since Geelong. But no, it was just, I don't know. I remember when you called me up and said that you needed me to sort of, take over, help out, sort of manage while you were gone. I was like, oh shit, this could either be really good or really bad. I didn't know how it was going to go at the start, but it actually, week by week, it wasn't that bad at all. It went quick. Before we knew it, you were like in Adelaide or just around the corner. It was good, but no. So the first one was the Dogs, and that was pretty much the first MCG game. So I think that was when you did the helmets for Brayshaw.
Yeah, the Gussie Brayshaw.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I should have got around and got one myself, but my bloody hair was so long, couldn't probably fit on me. But no, it was good. We got quite a good crowd, and a lot of people were getting really confused because they thought I was Geordie, of course.
Yeah.
Do we look similar?
I don't think anymore, but we definitely did before. So a lot of people were like, I think there was one girl who was like, I interviewed you, or you interviewed me last time. And I was like, oh, yeah, definitely. But no, it was good.
How did you find a duck?
Were
you a bit rusty?
Kind of. Yeah, I was, because you were there, and when you're there, it's like spot on, mate.
Did you think?
But we did alright, I guess. What did you think?
I thought it was a pretty good effort. Yeah, it was pretty good.
The first one on, I was very
Yeah. Obviously, it was tough for me to edit as well, not knowing what actually happened, but. All up, I was pretty happy with the start of it, and then it went to Melbourne Hawthorn, which surprisingly, mate, we're at Gate 1. We hate Gate 1. For those that don't know, Gate 4 is our home, which is the punt road end, so the D's G-Sword end, so the left of screen on your TV, and Gate 1's the city end where it's sort of like Collingwood sit. Yeah, and I don't know, the vibes just aren't right at Gate 1. Gate 4 is the way to go.
No, I remember even just we've got the fans on our side, it still felt like dead, it was just a weird concept, that game. But I
think there's too much space as well between with Gate 1. You can go straight to the city, around to MCC, you can go around to around the train station sort of narrow area.
You get all the traffic where we are, in that small little lane.
Yeah.
So you get everyone coming through, which is always good.
Yeah, but that game was good. Another win.
Yeah, I think free kick 5 that game. So he had that's probably.
And that was the. Spoke to a mate of ours, roaming Has, and I said, that looks, so far it's only around 3 rounds, and he thought, Hawks are not going to make it. Look where they are now.
So you called it?
I called it, yeah.
Really rolls in first with us.
That's it. Yep.
I did call us make finals, but
supposed to, you know.
Injuries, bloody.
No one predicted our season.
Yeah, no one predicted Melbourne.
No.
That's all right. And then Checkman came over as well, took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on. He was good. All the boys always came on. It was good. Marmalade guys, very helpful for us, especially while you were gone. You know, that extra bit of content. They always had something funny to say. So.
Did you understand the Hughesy's losing it?
No.
Oh, it's a family friend of mine, Kim Hughes, and because of the Dave Hughes surname, Hughesy's losing it. I thought to make it funny for the channel. Thought, yeah.
Yeah, good. Yep.
And he's a Hawthorn supporter, but he goes for Melbourne as well.
Nice. Love it. Good to hear. Next 2 weeks were probably the best 2 weeks of your life.
That was fun. So, of course, give Riley a call. We said, hey, mate, need a place to stay. Do you want to hop on Fan TV? And he's like, mate, of course. He missed us a lot. So, no, it was good to have him on. I was really, really enjoying him. We spent the whole week together. And, of course, the first game was the Port one on was it Friday night? Oh, Saturday night.
Saturday night.
And, that was so good. It was us three. I think it was probably the best game of the year, I would say.
Yeah.
That was definitely the best game of the year, personally for me as well. I remember when Windsor kicked that goal and nearly passed out. Like, it was so cool to be there. Because, you know, I was 0 for in Adelaide as well. So.
Well, that was that night that I got to meet his mum.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, it was his mum and I think it was his stepdad or something.
Yeah. But it was more... got to have a few drinks at the Strathmore.
Yeah.
Meet some other fans.
And a nice bartender there as well. Especially Riley did. That was good fun.
He got beer thrown on him.
Oh yeah, and Riley got a beer on him.
Yeah, that was in Adelaide.
That was
No, I was shocked because...
And Byron Pickett.
Yeah, we got Byron Pickett on that one. That was so good. Yeah, he actually enjoyed the episode, I reckon.
Yeah.
He really wanted to be there and he gave a good insight on the game and how he's doing.
And I think it was it that night or was it the Adelaide one when I had chalky milk?
Oh, I think I was against Adelaide.
Oh yeah. It was probably the Adelaide one, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I liked. It was funny because I thought Port were going to be the fairer ones, especially during a tough loss. I thought they were going to be like really in our face, but it was Adelaide. Adelaide were just so salty. Like we beat them. It was 15 points in the end, but we're ahead by about 20 or 30 for the most match, so it didn't feel that close. And they were just so upset. They were just in the pissiest mood, and then Riley was getting beers thrown at him. And I remember it was while I was setting up, we were on the hill, and this one guy comes up to me, right to my face, like this close to me, and he goes, "Mate, I want to punch you in the fucking face." And I just go, "Oh, nice, all right." Well, that's very friendly. He was hammered, of course, but it was just, I was just shocked more than anything. I was like, we had the friendliest time against Port, and yet these Adelaide blokes are just, they were just death staring us. They hated that we had the equipment around, and then they were throwing beers, just being fucking idiots. So yeah, it was just it was weird to see the difference, but overall, both games we played immaculate. That's the Melbourne that we should have played all year, really. But
Well, it happens when you're in over there in Adelaide. Both sides, you think, oh, that's going to be all right in against Port, but then next week happens again in Adelaide. I won't be surprised if it happens again next 2025.
Well, that's the question I'm going to ask. If Port, if you had to have that same fixture, would you go again?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
No, I'll definitely go. Well,
pretty ballsy.
I just think we'll get form back.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get form back next year. We're not going to play like we did in the last sort of 6-8 rounds. We're definitely going to be better than that.
After that, Duxie couldn't film for the Brisbane game.
And I think I was away.
You're away. I had this set up ready, but I had no one to help film with me.
That's the shout out, guys. Obviously, I can't do it. Mac and I can't do it anymore. So if you want to help Duxie, message him. So we technically had 2 weeks off, which actually was really nice because for my end, I didn't have to edit as much. We beat Richmond on Anzac Eve. That was a good game. A bit of a frustrating game to watch, to be honest.
The first half was so boring. Like
Yeah.
we didn't look like we were there to play. Like it was, I think, within a goal each way, or I think it was even a draw by then. But yeah, like it was just a really stale game, and I think the fans really showed that as well. Like I don't think the interviews were very outstanding, but it was still, it was another win. But
Got Peggy on.
yeah, that's right. Oh yes, we got Peggy on.
Peggy on and
Come back round eight.
yeah.
I come back round eight. I was actually so excited. I surprised everyone. Melbourne Geelong, by far the best. Episode. I reckon. Energy was high. Zach came on even. Duxie couldn't even string a word together. He was that excited. So
that was awesome.
Yeah,
What
what did Zach say?
he tipped Geelong.
What?
I think the best thing about that episode was that we were so in the moment. We weren't
Yeah.
worried about who, and I think that's something that I learned as well being away, was that I was still going through those moments where in the moment was really important. Hence why that episode was by far, I reckon, the best out of all.
Yeah, and what did the Fritsch family say?
Like Geelong.
Yeah, and I think
they were good.
as well. I think I was pretty relieved as well, because knowing that you were back, gave me that little bit of stress off my shoulders. With I don't know, it's a lot of work doing this every week.
Yeah.
Like, instead of just rocking up to the footy and stuff. So it was good to have you back, and it was they treated you with a great game with it. So it was good. It was really good.
Absolute crackers. So that was good, and then lose to Geelong, to Carlton by a point.
My bloody birthday.
Not ideal. Bit of a weird game as well. We're at gate one again. Started pissing down. Yeah, well, we're sort of just like in and amongst everyone. Like they were just walking past us. Nothing much was really happening. But
I think a lot of the Carlton fans are pretty shocked that they almost lost that, because they were up by about 5 goals in the last quarter.
no one wanted to talk to you, Duck.
Yeah, no one did, and yeah.
That's it. And then this was the game that I reckon broke the Camel's back in the end. It was West Coast Melbourne. I went over to Perth thinking, look, I'm going to see these beat West Coast for the first time over there. And I think just the first quarter or first half, I was just, all right, this is just going to be a bit of a slogfest. We'll find form, but clearly not, as we actually got pants the whole game. And filming after that game was actually pretty crazy. Just the West Coast fans themselves, and being the only Melbourne fan, and even having a mate from Perth film for me, it was actually pretty. It was one of the reasons why I wanted to leave Fan TV in the end, was because the sort of the reception I got over there wasn't ideal, and
It doesn't help when you tell them about Harley Reid and all that.
I did mention that. I did yell out because, for a bit of context, the video wasn't going as to plan, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to Perth to film a shit episode, and I just yell out, Harley's coming back to Melbourne, and I think it obviously got people fired up, and they sort of just came at me. But again, personally, I don't need to be dealing with that stuff anymore. I'm sort of done with it now. So that's the West Coast game. It wasn't ideal, but look, I think it was our best episode for views-wise and analytic-wise in the end, obviously because of the upset. Melbourne St Kilda. Do you remember much from it?
I didn't think I was at the game.
No, you weren't. No.
I was away that week, so...
I know we had Cardman on.
Got a few Saints fans and Melbourne fans, obviously.
That was good.
I got Cardi on, a few others, but it was a good win. Should have won by more, but kicking let us down.
Footy hit the target. Gorney hit the target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that was good, and it was on the footy show, the front bar. So
didn't Cozzy kick 3 or 4 as well that game?
Yeah,
I think he had a pretty.
He had
a pretty nice game. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a pretty chill episode on a Sunday, which we found Sunday episodes were so chill, and we loved it. So if you get some Sunday games, mate, expect expect some chill episodes.
The next Sunday wasn't too good though.
Exactly, we got absolutely pants by Freo, which was a bit of a shock again. But yeah, all up, I just wanted to sort of get in, get out of Alice Springs. It wasn't really, obviously a filming destination, nothing like Perth, but
Alice Springs, yeah.
Alice Springs wasn't ideal at all. But you know, credit to the Indigenous community for actually coming out and even being in front of camera. Like, fully respect what they bring to the game and everything in general regarding, you know, their connection with the land. And it was awesome to hear some stories on Fan TV on and off camera about it as well. That just wasn't the result we wanted. And even coming back to Melbourne, it was you realise how much we actually lost by. Rather than being there, you just thought, oh, whatever, 91 points.
Yeah, watching on TV,
the errors were terrible.
Tough. Yeah, very tough to watch.
And it sort of gets hard from here with the Pies game. That I don't remember too much about the Pies game. Filming that was
the King's birthday.
They were pretty chill.
They were. Oh, the crowd was chill. Just the Pies were just strong. That's back when they were in that really good set of form, and they're all over us. I think Howard took 1 or 2 speckies on us, and tricks break.
Pies was
it was from now on most of the games were pretty rough, hard to sort of film. It was mostly just the other fans getting in our face.
I think it was this episode where I was like, I don't want to film anymore, like I'm sort of finished. I knew the D season was sort of cooked in a way, but I had to I didn't really want to be out there anymore in with the crowd. But what about you, Ducks?
Yeah, probably kind of the same. Compared to last year's Collingwood supporters, wasn't that? They were still the same, like, aggressive and that towards us. But nothing happened in, like, compared to last year's finals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's all right. I think, even a few of my uni mates came on and they sort of were a little bit sorry for what we've been through the last few weeks. Had the bye, which was nice to refresh, and then big win against North.
They had a comeback, and
it was a weird sort of game as well. Not many there, I don't think. So
it was quite empty. I remember I was at the game. I was sitting near the cheer squad, and it was just tough to watch. But we still got the win, so we'll take it when we can. But it was. If we lost that again, it would have been.
We had a few interesting episodes with North, haven't we? We've either smashed them or it's been pretty close. So
they match up well against.
Especially last year with one of your questions is a certain member that we had who won a prize.
Who was that?
Annie.
Oh, this year. Yeah, true. No, that was good.
It was good that we won against North.
Yeah, good fun. Good fun that episode. And then, Brizzy was... to be fair, I was personally frustrated. I was a little bit angry. A few of the Brizzy fans, just giving it to us. But
that was the weirdest game because they cared more about us losing than them winning, which was really sad as a fan base, I think. I thought it was pretty bad. Like, you get rough fans, then you just get cocky fans like that. Like, it's not... and it's also a really awkward spot to film. Yeah, the Gabba had terrible locations.
The Gabba's, not really the best place to film, but nonetheless, credit to Brisbane, they came back and did their job.
Yeah, none of them were up and about. They were all just like pissed off and in crappy moods and like just taking it out on us. And it's like, well, okay, it's cool, you won, like, be happy.
That's right. And then, the next 2 weeks were probably also, one of my favourite games to go to, which was Melbourne West Coast and Melbourne Essendon. Don't know, lad. You weren't there for Melbourne West Coast, I don't think.
No, I was.
You were?
But I went with my mate who goes for West Coast. But the thing is with the crowd, it was, once again, a low crowd. And then on top of that, a lot of them just left early. So it was a very short episode from what I remember. There wasn't really much to talk about. And at the same time, not really many people to talk to. So it was pretty in and out sort of thing.
But we did have that West Coast fan that started going on about Harley Reid.
Oh, yes. No, I like that guy.
But that guy was funny, though.
Yeah, see, I like those guys. That guy was nice.
yeah, we got our redemption, which was obviously ideal.
Well
as
needed.
well, it was a good day as well to film. Quite nice, blue skies, and then Melbourne Essendon, which I think was personally for me the second best episode to film.
I think that was probably my favourite to film.
Was it raining when we were filming?
It rained at the start. It rained just before the game,
But not
into
when
the
we
first
were-
quarter. Nah, it was done by the time the game was over.
Yeah.
But that was when we had Petty in the ruck, and we were saying like, no Max, no track, no what.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then the Dons fans weren't happy to hear that. So
That was the start of the disco era.
Well, we've been pretty lucky with Dons fans, mate. I don't think we've had a bad episode with them. We lost in Gather Round last year, but not many travel over to Gather Round. And then I think it was during 2022. When was that? Oh yeah, we beat them on a Friday night, and then in 21, we had that really weird sort of crowd. No one will probably remember that game, but I do. I remember being one of the only 15,000 fans there that could go. So we've been really lucky with Essendon. Because I think if we have their bad side, it's not ideal.
I remember having a little altercation with one in the crowd, but none off the. Once the game ended, it was fine.
Exactly.
Like they were pretty chill, mellow towards us.
And then no one else wanted to travel with me to Perth again. So and I see why, getting smashed by 50 points. This one again was just more of a get in, get out. Didn't really want to film, to be honest. After the game, wasn't really in the mood for it. Knew there wasn't much to talk about. Not many Melbourne fans go to Perth, so. But look, that's all right. That's what you experience when you travel. That wasn't ideal. And then I didn't go to this game because I was in Sydney. So probably one of the worst games and crowd attendance I've ever seen on TV. It was shocking. But the thing is, they need to change the cameras though, Channel 7, I reckon. They need to change something up because, I don't know, there might be more in the MCC.
Well, it's tough because the MCC is usually quite packed in most games. Well, not that game, of course, but it's tough because they show the GA side, which is usually mostly empty with like these games. So it just doesn't make it look as good.
But don't forget, that was a game that Jesse Hogan put down 5 goals and pretty much from then on won the Coleman.
He just
Yeah.
It's tough to see him kick him on us, and then I think Toby Bedford had a great game as well.
Yeah.
So all the ex-Melbournes have really been shining against.
Now, let's go Giants.
That's it.
Yeah, I would say go Giants. Yeah, 100%. Sydney Derby next week, so hope they get through it.
Yeah, and then our first Marvel Stadium game. I thought that was pretty good.
I enjoyed
Got
it.
smashed against the Dogs though again, but I think that was pretty fun.
It was all right. The loss, but the fans. That was pretty funny.
I think that was the point where we just started taking the piss, and that was the funnest.
It was the funnest night after.
Yeah, that was a really good night, and I just remember like we were just telling them to bark and stuff, and they were loving it. And there was that random GWS guy who was there, and we sung all in that group of like 20 of us. That was funny.
And then she started singing the Collingwood song.
Yeah, there was just so much happening there for no reason. But it was. I don't mind filming at Marvel because you get everyone going to the train station, so it was quite packed, which I liked.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty much the content creators area where we were.
100%, because I know Marmalade were there as well.
Marmalade were,
They were like a few metres behind us, so yeah, it was good to see them as well, of course. So
Yeah, fun game.
yeah,
Only a couple more to go. A few more, sorry. I didn't go to this one. We didn't film that in the end.
the Port.
No, we
did.
The mics.
Then
the
we
mics
did, but the
fucked
mic-
up. Yeah, the mics
That's my bad.
stuffed up.
That's
so-
my bad. I put the mics the wrong way around, so you could hear me talking while I was filming, but you couldn't hear the interviews. So
Thought it was best to not put it out.
yeah, that's on me. That was pretty bad, but overall, from what I remember, it wasn't outstanding. There was a few.
No, the crowd was shocking again, but
There's a few funnies, but like it would still be a below average episode if we did put it out. So
Yeah.
so we didn't really miss much.
Yeah, and then another favourite sort of day, which was the Suns. We all went to to People's First Stadium and saw D's win by convincing 54 points, and I think it was just nice to sit back and chill.
Oh, probably the most relaxing
After
game of footy I've been in years. I'd say.
After the
It's
year we've
fun.
been through, especially just even thinking back, talking about the Dogs game, it would have been just such a long year, and I personally really enjoyed it. We didn't really get many different people on. It was probably more the cheer squad, the appreciation stuff.
It was quite a quick episode, but short and sharp. That's what we needed.
But it was our good time to do a best moment for Alex Milbourne.
True.
Yeah, the
Forgot about that.
players
Yeah,
interview
what's
was so good. Yeah, no, I was really happy. A lot of the boys had really good words to say, as you know in the video. But yeah, it was really fun episode. And, even when Neil Woolen got on and said a few words about how he had his time here, it was so sick to see. That was a really fun episode.
Yeah, well said, Ducks. And then, to sign it off, the weirdest sort of game, Collingwood Lightning. Yeah, I think it was just a sign that I was done, and it was obviously a nice feeling to finally wrap it all up and all that. So, that was pretty much the final episode, which you probably would have seen a week ago. But you're done. I'm done. You'll still go on if you can. Yeah. But carry the legacy.
But speaking about Alex Milbourne, just got a message from one of Alex Milbourne's supporters. Do you remember? Who? Carly, Ryan, and Matt.
Oh yeah.
They told us to don't forget to give us a shout out mention.
Yeah.
They're avid fans of Alex Milbourne. They're sponsors of Mitch White and Shree something from the VFL and VFLW. Also, they're Van Rooyen fans.
That's it. They create really nice art.
Yeah, nice artwork.
Exactly. It's good. That's perfect. So we just thought we'd, obviously go through the season, but we want to give a few shout outs, obviously, to, I could name a whole heap, could name 100 people, but the main one that stands out for me personally is Vela. He's hung around us for quite some time now. He's, I don't know, it was a weird sort of period where I was doing it in 21 and 22, and I just thought add Ducks in, a few others in, get a bit more of that sort of, I wouldn't say that nuffiness, but more that passionate sort of fan base, and
just a variety of people
and all that, and and rather than me being sort of serious back in those years wanting to be a sports journalist, I just thought may as well get those guys on. So I could thank so many people and everyone, but congrats to Vela and obviously yourself. So
thank you. But no, a big shout out of course to big man Chris. He's helped us a lot, especially
Chris and Hayden.
Yeah, and Hayden did an
especially
awesome job.
the first 9 rounds, that was big.
I was really counting on him, and of course you Ducks here to really push this sort of fan TV over, and you guys did awesome, and Hayden helping out behind the camera. Sometimes I'd be off doing something else, or I would run late or something, and he's already on it. He was the most passionate kid when it came to doing the filming for us. So he was. He was good. He was good, and just everyone who got on, we're not fan TV without the fans. So
that's right. That's right.
It's a lot of. It's
Liv, Pete Bradley. How many else can we name? Zach, whole heap of everyone. Who's your favourite? Whatever comes to mind, mate.
Look, too many.
Ready? Yeah.
Well, the Fritz family.
Heaps of them.
Even Harry.
Heaps. Sidebottom, Harry, just everyone. It takes balls, like what I say, to talk about footy after a game, especially when you're sad. So that's what our purpose was for.
Being behind the lights and cameras, even for the first time. I know a lot of kids got on, which was awesome. So even seeing that was great. So it was good.
Yeah. Well, as you all know, that I am officially out. So is Mac. I won't be back for. Oh, at least I won't be doing anything for the women's season. I won't be doing anything for the men's based off what I do. But yeah, as of now, I'll appear maybe here and there if you have a film. But yeah, all up, I'm technically not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, because he's working for St Kilda.
Yeah, which has to be
Traitor.
bullshit. Yeah, that's all right. No, it's good. I'll always be ready.
Stay tuned for Melbourne St Kilda AFLW game though.
I'll be there. Go the Saints. And anything you want to say, mate?
Nah, but just thanks for letting me come along. We met all these people along the way, all these friends and stuff, and couldn't have done it without you, mate, Geordie.
That's it, Duck.
No, just it was a pleasure doing it with you. And also the thanks to the fans that came along and came on, even though kids that were found out there was footy cards giveaways.
That's it. But yeah, good work, good stuff. Well, message Duxie if you want to be an assistant or a helper. I'm sure he's keen to have you on. And yeah, we'll see anyone that goes to the best and fairest night for Melbourne on the early October.
4th of October.
4th of October, and we'll see you there. Thanks, guys.
And there you heard it, and go
Tees.